Good evening, I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. The CFO bill passes to the next step. We'll tell you what that all means for our territory. Police confiscate another deadly weapon during a routine traffic stop. We continue our summer camping series, and it's David versus Goliath in a big soccer game on the mainland tonight. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, it's a victory for those who've asked for transparency in our territory. News Channel 8's Wes Small is on the phone with Congressman Donna Christensen.
Congratulations is in order for our Congresswoman, Dr. Donna Christensen. Congratulations. We know you're very busy as the U.S. House Committee has passed the Territorial Chief Financial Officer Bill for more transparency in our lives. Congratulations, Congresswoman.
Well, thank you. And, I wish this was something that I didn't feel like I needed to do. I know that the governor is still not happy about it, but I think I still continue to believe that it is important to the people of the territory that they have confidence in what our revenue picture actually is, and that it's an independent assessment of that revenue so that we can begin to plan and move forward from where we are. It's critical. We're in such a crisis right now, and for us to be arguing over numbers, as I hear the senators complaining all the time, is not helpful at all. So I'm pleased that the committee passed it out of committee. I expect it to be on the floor for passage in the House within a month or so. Well, certainly I think it would be up for passage before we come home for our August recess, and then it's over to the Senate. And I know that the Senate is the place that I've always had problems getting it passed, but I'm a bit more confident about it now than in the past for a number of reasons. One, it's a much leaner bill. It does not infringe on the authority of the governor or any of his cabinet members to make any decisions whatsoever. It simply certifies our revenue, assesses and certifies our revenue. And it does it on an annual basis. Two, it's a temporary position as it was before. But in addition to that, the Department of Interior is not in opposition to it as they had been before. And the third reason I think that it has a better chance, I'm not saying this is just cautiously optimistic, is because in the past, senators were able to put a hold on legislation in secret without identifying themselves. No one would know who had put a hold on it. That is no longer possible under the new Senate rules. And so anyone who wants to put a hold on this piece of legislation would have to make themselves known. And that should cut down on some of those holds unless someone could show that they had a good reason. So, I'm cautiously optimistic that we'll get it through.
We thank Congresswoman Donna Christensen for her time today. In other news, it was a close call for a team of police officers last night during a routine traffic stop. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report on deadly weapons in our territory.
Thank you very much, Stacey. Even though it's a Friday, we do have major concerns out in the streets involving weapons and also involving a police stop that happened last night, a routine stop. Here with Police Chief Chris Howell and also Melody Rames, Public Information Officer for the VIPD. We have something going on. Obviously, the chief is disturbed about what happened last night, about this person possibly already being wanted for other crimes. What is going on, Chief?
Well, last night officers were on a routine traffic stop doing speed enforcement with the speed gun, and they stopped an individual. The individual exited the vehicle and drew a weapon, actually pointed it in the officer's face, and it was in a struggle with the officer. And two other officers intervened, and they were able to get him to the ground and get this weapon away from him. I'm told that the only thing that prevented him from discharging the weapon was the officer a very experienced officer was able to get his finger inside the trigger guard and prevent that from happening.
Ms. Rames, what is going on then?
Well, the subject in question, his name is Emmett J. Bramble Jr. He's 27 years old, and this person has a long rap sheet, a long history with the Virgin Islands Police Department. The first one that I see there is an assault third in 2003. In 2004, he has an aggravated assault and battery. In 2006, he was arrested for a robbery first and a possession of an unlicensed firearm. He pled guilty to assault third in that. In 2010, he was arrested again on a rape first, a robbery, assault, another possession of firearm, and that case from 2010 is still pending court action. In 2011, he was arrested for possession of controlled substance with intent to distribute, and now and that case also is also pending court action. And in 2012, which actually was Thursday night, he was again arrested for another possession of an unlicensed firearm, where he threatened a police officer's life.
We have an individual, Mr. Bryson. You want to comment on that? Who was arrested recently, and also.
Again, we talk about these routine traffic stops, officers out there with the speeding gun, trying to keep our roads safe, trying to make sure that there's no fatalities on the roads from people speeding. And through these stops, sometimes we encounter drugs, marijuana, guns, and that was the situation actually twice on Thursday, where the first time the individual, Mr. Bryson, was stopped by the police officers. The officer said he was going 81 miles an hour on Melvin Evans Highway. He was stopped, and then the officers saw him acting in a suspicious manner. They asked him some questions. After that, they brought the canine dog. They did find narcotics, a small amount of marijuana in the car, but also a firearm. And then a couple of hours later, the other encounter with another gun, doing the same type of interdiction in the roads in regards to speeding, encountered another person with a gun who again took this to another level. One thing that I want to say is that recently we came across some comments actually online where the pictures of our officers posted in full SWAT gear and full protective gear was criticized, and the person actually saying if this is turning into a militia state. But when we have people who are wantonly and recklessly pulling firearms on our police officers, I hope that the community can continue to support us, that our officers need to be protected. They need to know what to do and have the gear to do what they need to do in a life-threatening situation.
I could just also comment, the photograph that our public information officer spoke about was taken right after a search warrant. In that case, the officers that were photographed had just executed that warrant. They were the entry team. And these same officers encountered an individual that ran out of the house with a gun. The gun was designed to fire high-powered ammunition, and our ballistic expert just brought me a bulletproof vest that shows that one of those rounds that came out of that weapon was able to penetrate a bulletproof vest. So, I think the public would like to believe that at times, the officers are up against sunshine and rainbows, but that is not the case. They put their life on the line every day, and the public needs to realize that it's my responsibility as a chief to provide the officers with whatever equipment is necessary to make a job that is inherently dangerous as safe as possible. And I will continue to do that with every means possible.
At Rainbow Command, now you're all caught up. Have a safe weekend and keep your eyes open, because there are a lot of weapons on the street. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Now, on a positive note, the community recently got a facelift from some local heroes. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm Pastor Gilbert. I'm out here with the guys from the Eagles Nest facility, and we are working today with VI Housing and Finance Authority as we clean up this community. And it's just a joy to bring the guys out to see them to clean and to see they can work. And so I want to say to the community of Frederiksted and Christiansted, let's not throw these guys away, because with a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of love, a little bit of mentoring, these guys can do great work. You see the work that they've done, you see the cleaning that they've done, and so it's just a privilege to have them out here for the last 2 days, being a part of this community effort and partnering with VI Housing and Finance Authority. These guys are part of our program. They work through the Emergency Shelter Grant and through the Community Development Block Grant. And so today we can say truly that we are working through these grants as they're helping to develop this community and give it a facelift and doing some planting. And so it's just good to be out here and good to be a part of this great initiative today.
We'd like to thank Earl Morris for providing us with that footage. Coming up, it's Antigua and Barbuda's Bena Boys who take on the U.S. soccer team. That's next in your Caribbean Report.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your Caribbean Report. From the Caribbean region, the technical potential for renewable energy development of small Caribbean island nations reaches 1.62 gigawatts, according to a report released by the OAS's Sustainable Development Department. The bulk of potential comes from the island of Antigua and Barbuda, with Dominica coming in second and St. Kitts and Nevis rounding out the top three. The study highlights that the Caribbean region has geographical and geological features that lead to unique opportunities for renewable energy technology implementation. Continuing with the Caribbean region, under the CARICOM-Japan Technical Cooperation Agreement, Dominica is one of the pilot states in the Caribbean to install a model flood early warning system for the Bath Estate community. And 2 communities in Antigua and Barbuda will be the first to benefit from a community-based early flood warning system as well. The plan is to cover Antigua and Barbuda, the rest of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, and Barbados. From Antigua, tonight in Tampa, Florida, it's being called a game of David versus Goliath as the Bena Boys of Antigua and Barbuda face the U.S. soccer team at Raymond James Stadium. Antigua has never advanced this far in the World Cup qualifier, nor have they ever played the U.S. In fact, the Bena Boys have gone up against just one non-Caribbean opponent the past decade, but they are hoping for a big upset tonight, as you can imagine. From the BVI Electricity Corporation is inviting residents to participate in their first annual Energy Conservation Day today. The purpose of Energy Conservation Day is to promote the conservation of energy at work and home. From Guyana's decade-long efforts to fight high rates of malnutrition among pregnant women and infants with literal sprinkles of nutrients, founded by the Inter-American Development Bank, were honored Thursday by U.S. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner with an award for the program's development impact. From Nevis, the Department of Agriculture on Nevis, in conjunction with the Taiwan Technical Mission at Cades Bay, hosted a one-day workshop on pidia production on Wednesday in an effort to introduce a new variety of exotic fruit to Nevis. The workshop introduced and exposed participants to the knowledge, benefits, and the possible commercial production of the fruit. And in politics, former federal MP Michael Perkins has just announced that he's stepping down as the opposition-concerned Citizens Movement candidate for Nevis' St. Paul's district, citing personal reasons. From Jamaica, Cleveland Cavaliers Sam Leonardo Samuels and New York Knicks Jerome Jordan have both been confirmed to represent Jamaica at this year's Centro Basket Men's Championship, which will be held from June 18th to June 24th in Puerto Rico. From Puerto Rico, American Airlines will be the official airline sponsor for the June 10th National Puerto Rican Day Parade along Fifth Avenue in New York City. From St. Martin, the Caribbean port closed 2011 with 1.6 million passengers, 2010 with 1.5 million, but has already reached 1 million visitors on cruise ships for June of 2012, according to recent figures. 1 million was reached last Tuesday with the arrival of the Disney Fantasy Cruise. This is the earliest arrival ever in the 11 years that St. Martin has been receiving cruise ships to reach more than 1 million passengers. And in your cricket update, rain has delayed again the West Indies versus England. But in St. Kitts, Anguilla completed a win over Montserrat early on the final day of their second-round Leeward Islands Cricket Association tournament yesterday. And former West Indian fast bowler Courtney Walsh is preparing to spearhead the famous Lashings World Six at Formby in July. Now, a footnote on the Caribbean Report. Today was sentencing day for notorious Jamaican drug lord Christopher Dudas Koch, who was sentenced earlier to 23 years in a U.S. prison. It was the maximum sentence he faced. Please be sure to check our Facebook page for all full stories and updates in the Caribbean Report. Now, tonight in our special summer camp segment, News Channel 8's Wes Small focuses on housing, parks, and recreation.
Thank God it's Friday here at Cannegator Ballpark. And I'm here with St. Clair Williams, our Commissioner of Housing, Parks, and Recreation. And Commissioner Williams, this is the time of year when You know, they always say idleness is the devil's workshop. We want to make sure that your youth is in an orchestrated program for the summer. If you get a chance to send them off island, fine. But if not, we got beautiful beaches, parks, and centers here for boxing, basketball, and soccer, baseball, whatever your child is into. Housing Parks Recreation can find a spot for you.
So certainly, and definitely, like what we have done over the past couple of years, we again having our annual sports camps. That's going to start on June 25th and run up until August 3rd. It's actually a 6-week program, and we actually have 18 sports camps that will be taking place throughout the territory. We have actually 10 here at St. Croix, 7 at St. Thomas, and 1 at St. John. So we are really looking forward to it, and it involves various basic sports, particularly here we're here at the DC Canigata Recreation Complex, and here at the DC Canigata Recreation Complex, we will be having baseball, also girls softball, volleyball, also tennis. We also having cheerleading that will be taking place in the multipurpose center, and quite a number of other things. Then we will be moving also over to the John H. Woodson Junior High School, where we'll be utilizing their gymnasium. We'll be having also basketball taking place there. And then we also be using Central High School gym, and that's going to have girls basketball and the elite basketball. And then we go back to John H. Woodson School, where we'll also be having boxing. And then down in Frederiksted at the Vincent Mason Senior Pool, we also having the aquatic sports that involve swimming, kayaking, and so forth.
Wow, we got a full plate. And if folks, you have any financial concerns or what to bring about snacks and lunch and so forth, there's some phone numbers that you can call.
Yeah, well, definitely the program is organized in such a way with the Department of Education, where lunch will be provided through the Department of Education. But yes, you bring your snacks and so forth. Yeah. And then, of course, there is a fee, but I will tell you this. Our camp is, I would say, the best in the Virgin Islands and the cheapest in the Virgin Islands in terms of cost. Because our real goal here is to really get those kids out there that really can't afford it into our program. We are telling you, put in an application, put it in early, space is limited, and you don't have the money, talk to us. There are people out there we also going to talk to see how we could encourage to be able to, for your child to be a part of this program.
Wonderful. And where do people turn in their applications, Commissioner?
They could turn it in at our main office down at the LBJ Gardens over at St. Thomas, also at our main office in Sub Base, and on St. John at our Cruise Bay Recreation Center. At
DC Canigata Ballpark. Everyone have a great weekend and a fantastic summer. Commissioner St. Clair Williams, Housing, Parks, and Recreation. All right, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. Now here's Vogel with your entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Stacy. Welcome to this week's edition of the Entertainment Report. And we're going to start off with tonight, Friday night. You're looking someplace to go. You know you got to go down to the Classic Corner. Down there by Golden Grove, on the way to public safety, you get some nice entertainment. Of course, you got the pool tournament. That's Thursday night and tonight. And you can win cash and prizes. And then on Saturday, from 9 to 12, it's all about karaoke. And trust me, a lot of people be there and they'll be enjoying themselves. It's a nice, peaceful environment. So please go down to Classic Corner down there by Estate Golden Grove. And then we're going to move on to tonight, Friday night. Also, you're looking some place where you can go to Frontline. It's all about Fire Fridays. All your favorite DJs are going to be there. And you can get your opportunity to win some cash money. Also, you can go on to the DC Canigata Ballpark for the baseball. You have the 13 to 15 and on 16 to 18, the championship games at St. Thomas against St. Croix. You can go and check those games out Also tonight you're looking some place to go. It's all about ladies and gents, and it takes place at the Galloways upstairs. You're gonna have Styly Band, Daddy Jones and crew, and also Pumpa performing live. So ladies, you put on your best basketball wives outfit, and guys, just turn your swag up all the way up. And then we're gonna move on to Saturday night. It's all about Fully Naked, brought to you by Most Wanted for Life. It's their 10th anniversary. It's also Eddie's birthday bash. You're gonna have the Immortal Stone Love, the Remix Kings. We're talking about Black Chinese. You're going to also have a live performance. You're going to have super trucks. And you're going to have DJ Chubby. It takes place at the Penthouse Rooftop. You got to go and get your fun in with this event. And also Saturday night, you're looking some place to go. 2+2 nightclub, you're looking for some Calypso. It's all about Daddy Jones and crew and the world famous Express Band. something for the grown and mature to do. You know, you just want to get into the calypso groove and wine and dine and nobody mind your business. Well, you can go on over to 2+2. That's this Saturday. And Sunday, all roads leads back to the Frontline nightclub. It's all about the country and western. You can go on there, learn a new country and western dance movement, because trust me, there's a big competition coming up soon before the summer is out, and you definitely got to be a part of it because you're going to win a lot of money. Also, you can't forget next week, Saturday the 17th, as Father's Day weekend. It's all about honoring the DJs of the decades. And the honorees are Bad Company, DJ Carl, DJ Hammer, DJ Junie, DJ Columbo, rest in peace, DJ Johnny, DJ Myron, DJ Michael, and DJ Hatma. Remember, this is an award ceremony, dinner and dance for all, so you got to come out and show your support. Purchase the tickets at CNC Bakery in the Barron Spot Mall or call 340-277-5492 and your ticket will be delivered. Also enjoy the music of DJ Porter, DJ Chubby, DJ Carl, and DJ Sniper and Infinite Sound. All right, and don't forget the day, it's the St. Kitts Music Festival, June 28th to the 30th, down in Sugar City, St. Kitts. Get your tickets, get your hotel reservations ready. It's going to be off the chain. It's a Sweet 16 one for the year 2012. So definitely I want to thank you for joining me here on the Entertainment Report. Remember, whatever you do it peacefully, and if you drink, just don't drive. Back to you, Stacy.
Thanks, Bogle. Up next is boxing in your Sports 411.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your Sports 411.
Happy TGIF to you, Stacy, here at Malibu Fun Spot, Castle Coakley, with the one and only Link. Talk about Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley. Out of my home state, Jersey.
That's right.
What they call it, he going to beat down Desert Storm?
The Desert Storm. The Desert Storm pay-per-view is going to be showed here live on the big screen at Malibu. Yeah. Also, we're going to have the 50-cent wing. We're going to have the world-famous man soup whole day. If you know about Malibu, you know Malibu is the king of the man soup. So we're going to have the world-famous man soup here at Malibu. Also, we're going to have the happy hour for the children. It's not only to come and watch the fight, it's going to be a family thing. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do here the family thing. We're based on family. You come, you bring the children, let them skate, let them play some game, and you relax and sit back and watch the pay-per-view Desert Storm.
Doors open 7 o'clock. Bring the whole family. At 50-cent chicken wings and everything all the way up. Great deals and steals here under the security, all right? And tons of AC. And they're going to have it just fun all in here. Malibu Fun Spot.
Tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. See
That's
you here.
That's right.
Watch out. There goes the jab. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.